Welcome to Operation Restoration. This is phase 2 of the Long Bay BVI Island Beach Management Plan implementation. And we're basically trying to convert this lovely dune back to its original state as much as possible, removing invasive plants like the neem tree and replacing them with a nice variety of native species, things like the lignum vitae, things like the loblolly tree, the cedar tree. Those are some common names that people will be very familiar with. So we'll just do a quick walk of the site so you can get a sense of the scale. We've taken out literally hundreds of neem trees from this site this week. I'm sure people are familiar with the neem tree and people probably think of it for its health benefits. But neem trees are actually invasive to the Virgin Islands. They're not native to the country. They've been imported. And they are like a virus in the context of the environment. They spread, they take over everything, they outcompete, they outgrow all of our native species, and they really add no ecological value and function. And they don't provide the lovely habitat that our native trees provide. And this is a turtle nesting beach. It's also a beach that's an important bird habitat. So getting the native species back that provided those habitats, as well as providing really good functions in terms of sand binding, making sure that our beach is nice and stable and protected from erosion is critical. So as we say, native trees make a great beach, and an important part of making sure that Long Bay BVI Island is here for generations to come is getting the native trees back on site. And this has been a pretty rapid loss of trees that we experience. I'm sure we can get the images up on the screen to show you, but we can show you a comparison of the dune even 10 years ago and what it is today, and it's like night and day. We've lost easily over 80% of the native trees that used to cover this site. So this week we've been trying to restore things as a part of Operation Restoration. So this entire area behind me, this is just one small area of the dune, but up until Tuesday this was nothing but neem trees. And we've removed all of those trees, we've cut them down to a stump, we've applied some chemicals to make sure that the trees don't regrow, and we are in the process of replanting with native species. So for example, right behind me I have a nice lignum vitae that has just gone in. We have here a tree called the jaquinia. We have here the loblolly tree, and this will grow in particular to be a nice big shade tree on the beach. And we have some others. We have plants, like I said, like the cedar that are being planted out here. And these are all good native trees. So in total, we have 140 native trees that are being planted at first instance. But our goal is to double that, to triple that, to quadruple it if we could, so that we can really get back to the original density of what this site has been. But that will definitely require support from the community at large. And I also want to say that in addition to planting on the dune proper, an important part of Operation Restoration will be replanting that sea grape tree line, which everybody knew and loved, and that we lost in Hurricane Irma. So we've estimated that we've lost over 200 sea grapes from our sea grape tree line. And hopefully starting in April, we're going to be replanting, again for starters, 100 sea grape trees. And this is all going to be dependent on community volunteers coming out and helping us to make it happen. So we're looking forward to releasing the dates for when that planting will be happening, and for the community's support. People who come out and plant will have an opportunity to name their sea grape and sort of watch it grow over time. And we'll also be inviting people to sponsor additional sea grape trees and additional native trees to continue the restoration effort of the sand dune. Okay? Thank you. Be part of Operation Restoration.